Today I will be making Ghapama, a traditional Armenian dish with pumpkin stuffed with rice and dried fruit. For this recipe, you will need 1 whole pumpkin, a mixture of your choice of dried fruits and nuts. I use dates, apricots, figs, raisins, and Trader Joe's nut mix, and your choice of rice, and I used jasmine. You will need to cut the top of the pumpkin off into a star shape. Make sure you make indentations where you want the points of the star to intersect. And here you can see little bits of water rising out of where you made the indentations. This can be used for reference. And this is what your star should look like. After gourting the pumpkin, you will put it in the oven for 350 degrees to bake for 20 minutes. While the pumpkin is in the oven, start preparing your rice. I used half a cup of jasmine rice and 1 cup of water. The reason you want to use more water when cooking your rice is because when you put the rice mixture, the dried fruit and nuts with the rice, into the pumpkin to bake together, the water and the rice will turn to steam to cook the inside of the pumpkin. Now you will prepare your rice mixture. First, add the dried fruit and nuts to the rice and start to combine. Then add honey. You can decide how much honey you want to add depending on how sweet you want your Ghapama to be. I like to use more because it will create a nice and caramely taste. Then you will add your spice mixture. I used half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. Now you will combine the mixture. Make sure to combine well because you want all the flavor from the honey and the spices to be evenly distributed so every bite will be the same. After combining the mixture, you'll put it inside the pumpkin to bake again for 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Once your Ghapama has been baked all the way, it should look something like this. Now you will cut your Ghapama into slices along the points of the stars. And now I'll give you guys some background of Ghapama. Ghapama is traditionally eaten in Armenia during holidays. During these holidays, Armenian families will gather with all their extended relatives and often some friends and neighbors as well. These Armenian holidays are very similar to the way Americans practice Thanksgiving, as they also meet with their extended family and some friends to have a gigantic feast. Here comes the best part of making Ghapama. You get to see it all open up before you and all the fruit and delicious rice spill out. Ghapama is one of my favorite Armenian dishes. I love the caramely taste you get from the rice mixture with the dried fruit and honey. You also get a nice crunch from the nuts. I encourage you guys to make Ghapama as well. It's very easy to make and it tastes delicious, and I'm sure your friends and family will love it.